Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 18th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you top 15 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. Which company has launched India's first eSIM services? Answer is Matrix Cellular. Matrix Cellular, a Delhi-based company, has launched India's first eSIM services, offering a seamless travel experience with no need for physical SIM cards. This eSIM, a software-based system embedded in devices, allows for easy activation of various cellular plans, reducing costs and simplifying connectivity for travelers. The global eSIM market is expected to reach to 68 million users by 2028. Question number 2. Which country is set to host the 2040 or 2044 Summer Olympic Games? Answer is Poland. Poland's conservative leader, Prime Minister Donald Tusk, declared on 16 August an intention to host the 2040 or 2044 Summer Olympic Games. This marks Poland's bid to host the Olympics for the first time in its history. Los Angeles will host the 2028 Summer Games, and Brisbane in Australia is preparing to stage the 2032 Olympics. Question number 3. Which state became India's third to implement a one-day menstrual leave for working women? Answer is Odisha. Odisha became the third state in India to implement a one-day menstrual leave policy for both public and private sector employees. Deputy CM Pravati Parida announced the policy on Independence Day, allowing women to take leave on the first or second day of their menstrual cycle. Currently, Bihar and Kerala are the only Indian states with implemented menstrual leave policies. Bihar introduced its policy in 1992 and Kerala introduced its policy in 2023. Question number 4. Which state became India's first to introduce digital health education for all medical students? Answer is Maharashtra. Maharashtra is the first state in India to introduce digital health education for all medical students through a partnership between the National Health Authority (NHA) and Maharashtra University of Health Sciences (MUHS). This collaboration aims to build awareness and enhance the skills of future healthcare professionals in digital health. Question number 5. Which state announced the Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyam Vikas Abhiyan Yojana? Answer is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath announced the Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyam Vikas Abhiyan Yojana to boost employment opportunities for the state's youth. The Yojana was announced on 15 August 2024 on the occasion of the 78th Independence Day celebration in the state capital, Lucknow. Under the Yojana, the state government has set a target of establishing 10 lakh new MSMEs, micro, small, and medium enterprises in the state. Question number 6. Paetongtarn Shinawatra has become the youngest Prime Minister of. Answer is Thailand. The House of Representatives on 16 August elected Pheu Thai Party leader Paetongtarn Shinawatra, nicknamed Ung Inge, as the 31st Prime Minister of Thailand with 319 votes for 145 votes against and 27 abstentions. With this, 37-year-old Paetongtarn Shinawatra has become Thailand's youngest Prime Minister. Paetongtarn succeeds Srettha Thavisin, who was removed from his post by a constitutional court ruling on 14 August. Question number 7. Which film has won the Best Feature Film Award in the 70th National Film Awards? Answer is Aattam. The winners of the 70th National Film Awards for the year 2022 were announced at the National Media Centre in New Delhi on 16th August. The Malayalam language drama, Aattam, won the Best Feature Film Award, while Rishabh Shetty won the Best Actor Award and the Best Actress honour was shared by Nitya Menon and Mansi Parekh. Question number 8. Who represented India at the swearing-in ceremony of the Dominican Republic President Luis Abinader? Answer is Pabitra Margherita. Pabitra Margherita, Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, attended the swearing-in ceremony of Luis Abinader as the President of the Dominican Republic for a second four-year term on 16 August 2024. In the May 2024 presidential poll held in the Dominican Republic, Luis Abinader won a second four-year term. His Revolutionary Party won a majority in the Dominican Parliament. Question number 9. Who has launched the Kisan Ki Baat radio program to communicate with farmers? Answer is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. The government is set to launch Kisan Ki Baat, a monthly radio program aimed at bringing scientific knowledge to farmers, Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced on 15 August. This initiative seeks to modernize agricultural practices and empower farmers with cutting-edge scientific information. Question number 10. Which organization has received the Mizoram Football Association's award? Answer is Reliance Foundation. The Mizoram Football Association, MFA, honored the Reliance Foundation for its contributions to football development in Mizoram. Reliance Foundation's sports initiatives have touched the lives of over 22 million young people since 2013 across the country, from over 13,000 schools and colleges, enabling an opportunity for talented children anywhere to be able to achieve their dream of a career in sport. Question number 11. In which country did Le Mujhe perform a historic Bharatanatyam, Arangetram? Answer is China. A 13-year-old Chinese girl, Le Mujhe, performed a historic Bharatanatyam, Arangetram, in China at the Indian Embassy. Le Mujhe is the only Chinese person to have been trained in Bharatanatyam and has been practicing it for 6 years at a school affiliated with Bharatanatyam expert Raja Ravi Verma. Question number 12. Who has been appointed as the CEO of the new standalone subsidiary for the Bheem app? Answer is Lalitha Natraj. Lalitha Natraj has been appointed as the CEO of the newly formed standalone subsidiary of the Bheem app. This strategic move by the National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI, aims to strengthen the presence of Bheem in the highly competitive UPI market. Question number 13. Recently, which state government mandated the registration of temples, mats, and trusts? Answer is Bihar. The Bihar government has mandated the registration of all temples, mats, and trusts within the state and has directed district magistrates to ensure compliance. This move is aimed at ensuring that the details of the immovable assets of these religious bodies are submitted to the Bihar State Board of Religious Trusts and properly documented. Question number 14. After how many years assembly elections will be held in Jammu and Kashmir? Answer is 10 years. The Legislative Assembly election in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir will take place after 10 years. The last assembly election was held in 2014. The Chief Election Commissioner, Rajiv Kumar, announced the schedule for the election to constitute a new Legislative Assembly in Haryana and in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir in New Delhi on 16 August 2024. While the election in Jammu and Kashmir will be held in 3 phases due to the security situation, the election in Haryana will take place in a single phase on 1st October. Question number 15. Where has North India's largest floating solar project started recently? Answer is Omkareshwar, city of Madhya Pradesh. The largest floating solar project in central and North India, generating 90 megawatts energy, has been commissioned at Omkareshwar in Madhya Pradesh. The Omkareshwar floating solar project, costing Rs 646 crore, was commissioned on 8 August, State Renewable Energy Minister Rakesh Shukla said in a statement. The project is likely to generate 196.5 million units of electricity in the first year and 4,629.3 million units in the 25 years. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378.